David explained that as a person cools down, their blood flows. Am I having a stroke? I can't talk. Hey, it's Mel. Today I thought we'd look at a case that occurred in the winter of 1980, and it is all about a woman called Jean who ended up surviving 6 hours being frozen. It's an insane yet astonishing case. If you are interested in this video, just keep on watching. If you want to be updated on when I post, if a video is going to be delayed or anything like that, you can follow my Insta. I'll leave it down below. With all that out of the way, let's get into today's video on Jean Hilliard. I cannot say her second name, so I'm just going to be calling her Jean. But Jean was a 19-year-old girl from Minnesota. She lived with her parents in a small town called Lengby. Lengby is pretty much in the middle of nowhere with just a small population of people. Lengby faces brutal winters with an average of minus 16 to minus 21 degrees from December to January. However, in the winter of 1980, Lengby reached a new freezing temperature of up to minus 30 degrees Celsius at night. On the night of 20th of December 1980, Jean had been out with friends visiting the Boston American Legion, which is basically a point where teenagers go and hang out. After meeting her friends, Jean then decided to go home at around 12 a.m. Jean was driving her dad's Ford LTD car. As Jean was driving home, her car skidded on the icy road into a ditch. In fear of freezing to death in her car, Jean decided to get out of the car and attempted to walk to a friend's house, which was over a 2-mile walk. Bear in mind it's around 12 in the morning, it is dark and the house seemed further away than it actually was. After a while of walking in the freezing snow, Jean ended up spotting her friend's house. The house lights was on, but sadly, as Jean was only 15 feet away from the front door, she ended up collapsing. Jean lay face down in the snow for 6 hours before she was found by her friend, Wally Nelson. The next morning at 7 a.m, Wally left his home to go to work and ended up spotting Jean's frozen body. Jean was lying face down in his front garden. Her eyes were still open. She could not move her limbs. She looked like a statue. Wally tried to move Jean onto his house porch, though he couldn't. Jean felt like a block of ice. The joints were frozen in place, and awkwardly, the night before, Wally had brought another woman home. And then the following day at 7 a.m, when Wally discovered Jean's body, he enlisted the help of this woman to help lift Jean into the woman's car because his car was too small. Once Jean's body was put into this woman's car, Wally drove Jean to the hospital. However, some sources say that Wally drove Jean to the hospital in his truck. Either way, she was taken to the hospital by Wally. Once Jean was at Boston Hospital, doctors discovered that Jean's body could not be pierced with a needle. Her body temperature was too low to be registered on a thermometer. She didn't respond to light, and doctors genuinely thought that she was dead. However, one doctor heard a faint whimper, and that's when the doctors ended up putting either an electric blanket or heating pads on Jean. Some sources say otherwise, but bear in mind this did happen a long time ago. Doctors got her faint pulse of 12 beats per minute. There was a bit of frostbite on one of Jean's legs, and amputation was considered at the time. I'm going to say this wrong, but during the thawing process, which is when you turn a solid to a liquid, 2 hours later after Jean arrived at the hospital, she woke up. Obviously, she could not fully form sentences. When she woke up, she experienced spasms, and around 12 p.m. that day, she began properly speaking. Bless her heart, Jean was actually more concerned about wrecking her dad's car than she was on being on the edge of death. Before Jean actually regained consciousness at the hospital, a man called Dr. George Sathner was actually quoted saying, "I thought she was dead, but then we picked up an extremely faint whimper. We knew there was a person existing then," end quote. Jean's parents, Bernice and Lester, ended up obviously seeing their daughter in the hospital, and Jean recalls that night nearly making it to her friend Wally's house, but then she collapsed, and the next thing she remembers is waking up in a hospital. She doesn't remember anything else, and after this experience, Jean was quoted saying, "It's like I fell asleep and woke up in the hospital," end quote. She then continued to say, quote, "I didn't see the light or anything like that. It was kind of disappointing. So many people talk about that, and I didn't get anything," end quote. This woman was literally on the edge of death and is more concerned about her dad's wrecked car and he's disappointed that she didn't see the light. I'm assuming that Jean was religious, but like, girl, you should be happy to be alive. And she very well is. To the doctors who dealt with Jean and Jean's parents, to everyone else, Jean was a miracle. Jean was mentioned at local churches and even made it on the Today Show. And she was obviously talked about in the media. Jean suffered no effects from this experience, and the frostbite on her leg cleared up. Physically and mentally, Jean was fine. Jean is now a single mother of two and lives a quiet life. However, she never drives on icy roads at night. And I honestly don't blame her. That's smart thinking, considering what she's been through. A professor from the University of Minnesota, who specializes in emergency medicine, named Dr. David Plummer. He has covered similar cases to Jean's over the last 10 years, and he is an expert in reviving people who have suffered extreme hypothermia. David explained that as a person cools down, their blood flows, their blood. Am I having a stroke? I can't talk. Their blood flow slows down and the body requires less oxygen. It's like a form of hibernation, which is why Jean actually gained the nickname in the media Ice Woman and Hibernating Woman. David continues to say that as a person's blood flow increases, at the same rate as their body warms up, that person can often recover. David thinks this is what may have happened to Jean. When the heating pad or the electricity blanket was put on Jean, bear in mind this happened in 1980 when technology and our knowledge on hypothermia and, freezing bodies was not as advanced as it is now. Obviously, throughout the years, technology has gotten better, and the doctors worked extremely hard to save Jean. Just to show you how bad it was, I'm going to show you a picture of Jean. She is frozen with her eyes open, and so the picture's kind of airy, but she suffered so much and survived 6 hours of being frozen. To me, that's incredible. From what I can gather, Jean still lives in Minnesota and is aged 59. So there you have it. Even though it was really eerie, I found this case to be quite intriguing and incredible. But anyway, that is the story of Jean Hilliard. I'll be seeing you all very soon. Take care. Bye.